In the next demonstration, we'll show you how to use the PowerShell ISE to work with a PowerShell script that is part of the lab exercise. So it's on the D drive. All the demo files are stored under the demo subfolder. Now for the lab files, it will be under lab files subfolder. So we're going to demos, model 1, using PowerShell.ps1. When you open up the script, you can hold down the control key and roll the mouse to make the font bigger. Now before we go ahead and run anything Azure related, we're going to try to log in to Azure RM account. Now as you type, PowerShell shows you the most likely command that you want to use based on what you have typed so far. So it looks like that's what I want. I use a tab to do the completion, and it's going to pop up a login screen. Now we'll go ahead and log in. Now our PowerShell session is now authenticated into the Azure RM model resource management model. Here on line 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 sets up values for the parameter we're going to use to run some commandlets subsequently. Now I'm going to highlight line 5 through line 9 and only run the selections. F8. This will set up all the variables with the value I want to use. My resource group will be called test RG1. My storage account name is VC20533C. And make sure that is unique across the Azure. Now the next command line will create a new Azure resource group. Run selection. And it's done pretty quick. Alright, so you can see that in my last demo I've created VC20533C account. So I want to make sure I use a different name, otherwise I'll get this error. Storage account already exists. This is in conflict with the previous one I created in demo 2. So here I will reconfigure the parameter SA name and run selection to redefine the variable, and let's try it again. Alright, so after I change the name, this new Azure RM storage account completes successfully. Next, set RM storage account. Let me configure some properties. Now, my storage account was created with a standard locally replicated storage. Now, I would like to change that to a geo-replicated storage, a new SA type. So by calling the set Azure RM storage account, given the storage account name and the resource group name, I can set it to a new replication type, geo-replicated. Now at any time I'm going to skip over to line 23 just to run line 23 on its own to show you get Azure RM and the resource type. It will tell you what do you currently have. So we have a storage account called that VC20533. Alright, let's go ahead and remove this storage account. So remove storage account followed by the name and the resource group name. Now if you're wondering how come when we call the get Azure RM storage we're only seeing the ones that's created through PowerShell, because the one we created in demo 2 is a classic so-called Azure Service Management style or classic style storage account. So these Azure RM, notice the keyword RM, means we are only looking at the ones that's created under the resource management model. Alright, so remove is completed, and we're going to go ahead and remove the entire RM Azure. Actually, let's take a look, see if we can still see our resources. You can see nothing is returned through the resource management model. Let's go ahead and now do that. Are you sure? Say yes, and this is the end of that.